Peace. This is a Meat and Potato Social Production starring myself, the Water Alchemist, and today's topic for the occult family is spiritual bloodlines versus physical bloodlines. Now, for many that don't know, spiritual bloodlines is basically, in a nutshell, occult DNA or witch blood. Now, your physical blood, everyone knows about your DNA, your RNA, what comes from your mother and your father. There are differences. And let me say this before I go any further. For those that have subscribed to my Patreon, a new video is posted called How to Know If a Demon Wants to Work with You and What to Expect. So if you are a Patreon member, the video just dropped today. And if you're not a Patreon member, I humbly encourage you to subscribe. You're going to get a lot of content and you're going to learn to become the best witch or sorcerer that you can be. So with that said, we talked about those two. There are tiers in life. There's a tier at your job. You may start out in the rookie club and you have to help people do their job and do theirs, and then you're going to work up yourself to your reputation, get more hours, maybe even become a manager or supervisor. Just like you're good in high school at football, it's different when you go to college. And it's definitely different when you're at the pro level, and that's football or basketball. Witchcraft is no different than that when we're talking about just looking from the surface. No, the more that you practice witchcraft, there are going to be certain modifications made to you. I've mentioned that before, and these modifications, look no further, have been made to myself. Now, when you are doing this work, as I said in the earlier video from a few days ago about the mark of Cain, which I do have, but it goes deeper than that. Now, let me show you how deep that it does go. For those that don't know, Adam or Adamu is not the father of Cain, which I feel is an egregore, but I digress. The actual father of Cain is Samael. And you can get this information in a book called The History of Samael by Bal Kadmon. Excellent text. And it doesn't really deal so much with rituals. There's maybe a few, but it really deals with the historicity and understanding Samael. Now I want to go into it. For those that want to know, because I'm going to get this question, I already feel it. Samael, or the poison of God, some feel in the occult community he's just a separation or a different aspect of Satan or Satan, the accuser or the adversary, which is what you become when you use magic to not genuflect to any foreign god like Jehovah, which is a composite. And when I did divination, Samael, who has been watching me, and he told me, he says, I've been watching you a long time. And sometimes demons or spirits are only going to give you what can help you right now. And I see a lot of people in the occult community, they want everything right here, right now. They're not going to do that. One, you haven't earned that. Two, you may not even be ready for that information. So as you grow, they're going to give you more things, and then you'll be able to digest it a little bit better, as opposed to, oh, gimme. Stop acting like that. That's what a child does. A grown man and grown woman should not do that. Do not do that. They will give it to you when you're ready. But like Samael said, I'm your ancestor. You come from my line. So what am I saying? Pretty much is that the spiritual bloodline or the spiritual lineage takes more precedence over the physical genealogy. You get it? Not saying you won't get old, or, you know, your back may not give out, or your strength. Yeah, physical. But you got to remember something. The spirit is what? The spirit is eternal. So is your spiritual lineage. That is what I'm trying to tell you. So for those that don't know, and I know tribes are watching, yes, I come from the line of Samael, courtesy of Cain. All right. Now there is a Satan, but Satan, depending on what level you at, Satan can also be used as a designation of respect in the infernal kingdom. So there are differences between that, the physical and the spiritual bloodline. And yes, you can find out what line you are the longer that you work with any demon or any darker angel. They're going to reveal to you who you really are, as well as the possibility of what you are to become. Think about it. So with that, that is your meat and potato sorcery for the day. I am the Water Alchemist. Be water, my friends. Peace.